Is there a way to optimize the benefits of the notorious muscle memory effect after a long 2+ years break from weightlifting? Considering programming and diet, I plan to use kettlebells. Background. Since I stopped powerlifting 2.5 years ago and mostly did long distance running and cycling after that. So powerlifting to long distance. Yeah, I think that's kind of a good idea. I wouldn't want you to wait 2.5 years, between the two of them, but I wouldn't mind seeing you go 3 months of powerlifting, 3 months of, endurance, 3 months of three. Might be a really interesting way to shape the body, not in terms of body mass, but to how the body reacts to things. I lost a lot of weight and strength. Unfortunately, I got injured while training for my first half marathon a few months ago. Hip injury. Gained a lot of body fat and would now like to get back to lifting, doing everything right from the start. Lose some fat I accumulated during my injury break from sports and build some muscle again. As I'm speaking, the book Easy Strength for Fat Loss isn't out yet, but boy, I got to tell you, I'd love to see you change your vision on how you power lift. But if you were to do bench, squat, deadlift, ab wheel, go for a walk, a bike ride, or a run, that's a pretty good little program in itself. I worry about this hip, and of course, I'm walking with you in a sense with this hip injury. I worry about this hip injury because, the exercises I just described, even the bench press, has an impact on the hip. Make sure you're cleared before you do anything else. Make sure that's feeling pretty good. For a while, I think walking is going to be your best friend, at least on the cardio and fat burning side, whatever you want to call that this week. The way you get rid of fat is by going, whew, in a sense, you breathe it out. There's more to it, obviously. But I like this idea, and you and I, Joe, we're kind of circling the same concept here. You want to lift weights and combine things. I want to lift weights and do a little bit more cardio restorative. My walks are as restorative as they are fat burning in my mind. I feel better after I walk. So if you've been off for a while, one of the things that's going to scare you is how quickly your strength will return. Heidegger's book, The Physiology of Strength, showed that strength comes back very quickly. And if you take another, say like you get back to basically your old numbers, and then took another time off, you would even get back again even faster than this time. So strength comes back shockingly fast, especially if you're training, the way I train. It's reasonable, it's repeatable, it's doable. You're not smashing your face against the wall. You're not doing things that are going to impact your health and longevity. So I would love it if you would try an easy strength for fat loss approach. If your hip can handle it, I would love to see you do vertical presses. The nice thing about vertical presses, if you're standing up, I was doing, after my total hip replacement, I was doing military presses within, days of that surgery. I'd like to see if you can do deadlifts. You're a power lifter. I would find a different variation than conventional deadlifts, and find one that doesn't have any impact on your hip, if you don't mind. Oh, Mr. Black just came by. Hi, buddy. When it comes to something like the vertical pull-ups, chin-ups, and things like that, I think that'd be really good for you. Toss in some ab wheel and do a loaded carry for some kind and go for a walk. I think that'd be a good program. The thing I want you to keep in mind, though, your strength is going to come back very quickly. Just make sure you keep that within, just make sure you keep everything within reason, because not that I'm worried about you getting hurt, just that you're going to make really quick progress back up. And what happens sometimes, and this always happened to me when I would come back after injuries or whatever, Look how, I'm lifting this, that, I went from here to here, then, I'm going to go to here and then here. And the truth is, you pop back up to about where you were and you maintain there for a bit. What I'd like you to do is build yourself back up to those strong levels again, but also mix with it the endurance stuff that's safe for your body and combine it together. I think we have a winning formula here. Thank you. Final question. Tim asks a question. He says, firstly,